Hi everybody and ni hao. It is May 16, 2023 and this podcast contains information obtained until today. Let us talk about the latest legal developments in China regarding generative AI. As always, please remember, in case you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. The administrative measures for the Generative Artificial Intelligence Services, draft for comment, is a regulation in China aimed at promoting healthy development and regulated application of generative AI. It requires that the content generated by generative AI reflects the core values of socialism, doesn't contain any content that opposes state power or the socialist regime, and does not include violent, obscene, or pornographic information, false information, or content that may disrupt economic and social order. So this text was actually prepared by ChatGPT. It was very simple. I just posted the draft in Chinese characters into the chat box, and then I asked it to prepare a 2-sentence long summary. It is exactly these generative AI services which shall be expressly regulated in China in the future. And China seemed to be a bit in a rush now to do so. The EU proposed harmonized AI regulations already in April 2021. Europe aims to address risks of specific uses of AI, categorizing them into 4 different risk levels, from unacceptable to minimal risk. The discussion in some EU member states have somewhat intensified during the recent months due to the ChatGPT hype. The Chinese draft regulations, in contrast, take a catch-all approach. The term generative AI, in the Chinese sense, includes any algorithms, models, rule-based technology which creates text, images, sound, videos, codes, or any other content. The risk level is irrelevant. And not surprising, it also contains a large catalog of prohibitions. The terms used here, as quite common in Chinese laws, are rather vague. They leave a large interpretation discretion to the authorities. The prohibitions reflect certain moral, but also certain political values. Not allowed is, for example, content which violates the cybersecurity law or other laws and regulations of China, which incites secession, which propagates terrorism or extremism or ethnic discrimination, which supports unfair competition, which violates lawful interests of others. For example, this could be physical and mental health, personal privacy or intellectual property, or which allows an illegal acquisition or disclosure of personal data or business secrets. Now, before a generative AI service can be used by the public, according to the draft, 3 main steps are required. Number 1, security assessment by the CAC, that is China's Cybersecurity Administration. 2, registration of the algorithm. And 3, registration of each user under his or her real name. From this, one can see one of the main objectives of the legislator: to manage generative AI in a way so that it does not lead to holes in China's big firewall against undesired content. On the other side, the draft also contains various rules protecting the users of generative AI. This includes complaint mechanisms, measures against known violations, and damages. The AI service provider must provide the whole access in a safe, stable, and in a continuous way. That is all for today. Hope you had fun with this podcast, and 再见. If you like this video, please press the subscribe and like button below. In the description you can also find a link to my LinkedIn channel.